know she gonna see that I'm a
every day is what I want to know. How does he do it every day, man? How? Every day, purple and blues and yellows and whites and lights and brights. How does he do it every day? Yo, 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 what the fuck is good? How y'all doing? How y'all feeling? How y'all living, man? Welcome back to the stream. Welcome back to the stream. Gum at 8:43 is crazy, bro. I've been up for hours. I don't know what the fuck y'all been doing. I have been up for hours. I've already ran a mile, meditated, showered, journaled, read a book, had a 45-minute meeting, read an article, texted the Clippers, chewed out Luke, changed, took a shower, put a fit on, put an undershirt on, made a trade, checked out a new protocol, scheduled a second stream for today, made a Zoom link. I've been up for hours. I've been up for 3 hours, 4 hours, 5 hours, checked the pre-market, checked deck screener. I've been up for hours, ran laps on the roof. Brother, I've been up for fucking hours. I've been up for goddamn hours, man. Made a Zoom link. I've been up for hours, man. Got into like a little bit of like a bad mood with Malcolm, then we fixed it. Now we're all smiles and shit. We're smiling too much, man. Welcome back to the stream. I had 3 pieces of cheese, 2 Parmesan, and 1 like sharp cheddar. It was fucking gas. I've been up for hours. Welcome back to the stream. We have a lot to talk about. We have a lot to cover. We have a lot to get into today. I'm doing 2 streams today. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, we're smiling too much. It's like ain't shit. You know, it's one of these things where you're walking around the house in the morning and you guys are smiling, and then I kind of look at him and I'm like, you know, we hit 100 mil ARR yet? And he's like, no. And I'm like, okay, so why the fuck you smiling at me? Like close your fucking lips. Stop smiling at me. So that's kind of where we're at right now. Look, I'm doing 2 streams today. It's kind of like a slow Friday, but nothing's ever slow in our world because someone's getting rich. And we have to talk about Jimothy on Soul, YC request for startups, Brian Armstrong on Market Bubble, memory getting crushed, prediction market Netflix show, price is back to Gavin Baker's bottom call, oil's ripping, the U.S. is still at war with Iran, and a couple other things that they cut out. So we're going to do that. I'm going to rug stream, and then I am going to jump back on in like 45 minutes. I'm going to interview Bubble Boy, okay? People forget that I think we did the first Bubble Boy stream that exists on this app, and he's a huge Intel bull. He's flipped back and forth. I think he's traded this market, definitely semis the best, or up there with the best, and he's recently flipped bearish. He's bullish. I don't know, but he told me if Intel beat earnings, he would come back on the stream, and Intel crushed earnings, and I DM'd him. He said, fuck it, fine, I'll do it. So we're going to do it at 12 noon. So we're probably going to do 30 minutes of market open. I'm going to get off, and then we're going to jump back on, and we are going to do the Bubble Boy stream. They got a restraining order on their earnings. What are you talking about? Intel restraining order. Oh, I don't see it. Yeah, it's not up that much, but it was up a good amount. Quick check-in on the market. Things don't look great. The DRAM at 56 and the Cosby had a brutal session, which is like not exactly what you want to see going into the weekend. Mags are green, but they had a disgusting day yesterday. Bitcoin 64.8, not great. My baby pump fun 1820. Not great. Gold 4K, holding on for dear life. TG, can you talk about the benefits of no phone sunlight when you wake up? You guys love my like health advice. I'm not the healthiest guy. This is what I'll tell you. I'll tell you that I woke up in the middle. I go to bed at 9:30 now, but it was like 10:30 last night because it's a Friday and I freak out on Friday. I woke up in the middle of the night at like midnight, which is crazy. That's the middle of the night, and I had this overwhelming desire in my body to scroll short form video. And so I open Instagram stories, nothing. Open Twitter, nothing. Go back to Instagram, see if there's anything in my close friends, nothing. Open DMs, nothing. Open text. Then I went to YouTube Studio, which is when I'm really struggling. Then I opened TikTok, and I was just ripping TikToks at like 1 o'clock in the morning in my bed. It was nuts. It was nuts. It was, yeah. You know it's bad when you scroll YouTube Studio. It's when you really can't sleep, and so insane. Like people don't vape anymore because they get short form video hits. It was a nuts one that I experienced this morning. But all right, we have a lot to talk about. I actually have quite a few topics I want to get into that aren't just the market being hot. We could check it on chain as well, real quick. Why don't we? I don't think it's too great over there, except for the Launchpad coin is pretty good. Cards is 33. This thing is just, I don't know what I saw cards drama for days the last couple 24 hours. FWA, I like this coin, man. I like this coin. I saw Jack Butcher was in there depositing checks. 8.5 mil. Jimothy thing, the White House tweeted it, 25, 26. And then there's Pawns. I used to know a guy named Pawns back in the day. That is 32 mil. Bro, that's time I asked. I said no phone and sunlight in the morning. Okay, I'll tell you what I do. I wake up in the morning, and the first thing I do after I turn my alarm off is I go outside and run laps. I run like down and back 12 times or something like this. It's probably like 0.3 miles. First thing I do in the morning, I feel great. But the problem with it is basically immediately after my Zen sunshine in the morning, I fry my brain with copious amounts of caffeine and then short form video. And so I would love to come here and be the oracle of health, but I can really only do that during the week. On a Friday, I can't sit here and lie to you. I can lie to you with a straight face on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Friday, I can't do it. It's like I wake up, I fry my brain when I wake up. So that's where I'm at. All right, let's start with the roll call. And let's get into the stream. Penguin, what's good? Dragon, what's good? Big Dick Deck, what's good? Seth, what's good? Null Pointer 55, what's good? Rowan, what's good? Pre-Richard, what's good? Cole, what is good? Tom Haverford 6, what's good? Finance Trader, what's good? Zabu, what's good? Seth, Live Life TV, One Spicy Meatball, what's up, homie? Tra, what's good? First chatter. No, it's not. Just mentioned me. That fucking Chad Michael Burry, Rockefeller, what's good? Coop, what's good? PTI, what's good? Mike, what's good? Houdini, what's good? F, Tinkle Trader, what's good? Seth, what is good? Alex NGMI, 85 days. Wow. The big 85. I feel like I haven't seen you one of the days. I think you missed. I don't know if that's real. Gaia, what's good? The 1344, what's good? Prof. Z, OX, Huck, not to be confused with OX, Cuck, what is good? Dina, gifted. Thank you. Bullish or bearish on Lighter after interviewing Vlad? Look, man, I think that guy's a freak. Okay, I really think he is. I think he has it, and I think that there is going to be a huge edge in having the moat of U.S. regulatory capture. I think it's going to go a long way. So I don't entirely know what that means for the token Lighter itself, but I think Lighter's going to be huge. I think Lighter is going to be calling out my streak. I think Lighter is going to be huge. Also,
support
this soon.
Yeah, like just community support. So if there's any other podcasts you think I should be doing, maybe I'll ping threadguy after this and we can see what happens.
Thread's definitely good. Thread's really good.
Should. I hope he does. I like Brian Armstrong. We had a New Year's call this year. It was a good one. We had a call on New Year's. You know that bit? I told this to Malcolm yesterday. You know that bit of there was that guy on like Instagram or whatever that like someone's grandma texted him and like asked when he's coming to Thanksgiving, and he was like, "You're not my grandma, but can I still get a plate?" And she's like, "Of course." And then they've done it every year for 10 years or whatever. Everybody's seen this. I hope me and Brian Armstrong do that with New Year's calls. And we just like talk about on chain and base app, and I hope every New Year's January 1st, like Friday night, he calls me and we just do like talk about base app. I would love to. So I think it's gonna come on stream, hopefully relatively soon. I'm a fan of Brian Armstrong. All right, couple intro stuff. First and foremost, I spent my entire holiday working on a document for Big B. I know all my closest friends canceled their New Year's plans so we could sit in a room. I like completely ignored, blew off my parents. I had a party. This girl I wanted to go on a date with blew everybody off to think about the base app, and it was so worth it. It was awesome. It was like Nick Shirley days. Remember Nick Shirley coin on Zora? Do you remember that? Chat, deck screener. It was so fun. Nick Shirley. Fuck this coin. 85K. What a fucking joke. Fuck this coin. Fuck this coin, bro. I lost so much money on this coin. Can't believe it was only a 15 mil topper, Nick Shirley. People think the trenches are dead now. Fuji Anthony. What a fucking pull that is. What is good, my brother? People think the trenches are dead now. Nick Shirley coin topped at 14 mil. What's good, Fuji? That's orange. I don't even know. Nick Shirley coin topped at 14 mil, bro. People don't even know. You think the trenches are dead now? All right. Netflix just dropped a trailer for a prediction market show that, from what I understand, has nothing to do with Kalshi or Polymarket or predicted World Cup even. Did anyone watch this yet? This is Netflix originals. By the way, you think I'm wrong about my take, traders with new celebrities? Then the next day, bink Netflix show, Netflix original.
Today we're watching Argentina and Spain in the World Cup final. We're in Las Vegas, Nevada at the Mirage Mega Mansion. The guys in this house have made millions of dollars on prediction markets, probably 8 figures just over the course of the World Cup.
I like betting on Kalshi.
Trading on Polymarket.
I put $5,000 on Spain to win.
8 figures, followed by I put $5,000 in Spain.
The whole thing. Yeah, if Argentina wins, I'll be on 30,000.
Talk about 8 figures. What are you talking about? 8 figures, but that wait, what slip was that, by the way? That's Kalshi slip. 8 figures, easy cleared, but if Argentina wins the whole thing, 8 games, I'll bink them for 30.
Yeah, if Argentina wins, I'll be on 30,000.
Like when you wake up, you gotta put on your lucky underwear, eat like a good luck meal, listen to your favorite song, take a deep breath, say a prayer.
I think prediction markets are low-key taking over the world.
Well, we'll see. It feels like I saw quite a few comments that are like, these guys are sports gamblers, not what prediction markets are about. We'll see. I don't know. We'll see. I wish there was like some Twitter traders on there. I wish like Carr and Doma and people like this were on there, but they're not. It is what it is. I'm excited to watch though. We'll see. We'll see. Okay, one more thing, by the way, because you know we do robotics updates every morning. Unitree just dropped a video of their latest dog robot. Okay, I'm just gonna warn you. Remember, we watched the Black Mirror thing the other day. You gotta prepare yourself for what you're about to watch. Also, if you are watching on YouTube or Twitter, what's good to do, gang, and you would like to chat, twitch.tv/threadguy. Prepare yourself for what you're about to watch. New Unitree robot just dropped. Peep. Stop. It's insane. It's actually, let me turn my headphones down. It's actually insane what you're about to watch, bro. Look at this. Now imagine they strapped an AK-47 to this thing. Imagine you forgot to tip at Whole Foods and you're walking out from the grocery store and you're like 100 yards away. You turn around and this thing is just like in a full sprint with an AK attached to it. I just think fires on you and gets sturdy over your teabags your body, bro. This is the type of shit that HOA sends your way when you paint your fence a little bit too white. Or you like put up a basketball hoop without the permission. The HOA like drops this thing at the top of your cul-de-sac. Happy birthday, TJ brother. Thanks, Angus. Yeah. So, is Unity public? They're in the process of IPOing right now. It's not my birthday. It's TG brother. Like not TG brother, but like TG's brother. It's not my birthday. Tell him happy birthday though. Everyone say happy birthday right now. Unity is in the process. It's good rectal. Unity is in the process of going public. The company's initial public IPO on Shanghai Star Market was approved, with the stock expected to be trading as early as July 2026. No, it's not my birthday. It's my brother, not TG brother, but not like brother TG, but TG brother. You see what I'm saying? Thank you. Fuck. Oh my God, man. Fuck. Dude. My God. Anyways, they just launched this thing, and that is horrifying. Happy birthday to that guy, bro. I'm gonna crash out. All right, before I get to this thing, YC just announced their like request for startups, and it's deep. There's like 4 crypto projects on that they're requesting. I did this segment the other day. I'm kind of curious about this. Okay, I did this segment the other day where I was talking about how AI writing, that's obviously AI writing, is going to be seen as super low status. Like if you whip out an AI article and somebody like, if you like text a girl you're flirting with an AI like paragraph and she can tell it's AI, it's going to be the worst ick you've ever seen in your entire life. And so my mom sent me this thing the other day. Oh, it's gone. Fuck, I wanted to read it. Let me see if I can find it. Oh, the story's gone, actually. Damn, I was going to read it. My mom sent me this thing the other day, and it was about Chris Cornell, who died, I think, 10 years ago. And rest in peace, legend. And it was like this long, it was like one of those Instagram carousel scrolls. And it was like a post-mortem, like rest in peace type of like how much of a legend he was. And my mom sent it to me like with like a tear emoji. And I responded and I was like, oh, you know, like so sad, you know, rest in peace, Chris Cornell, da-da-da. But would it make you sad if I told you this entire thing is like copy paste GPT slop? Like the whole thing. Like I know it's like sad and like it's like the anniversary of his death 10 years ago, but this entire thing is GPT, and it's kind of giving me the ick. And she was like, damn. No, but it kind of makes me sad that I can't tell. And how do you tell? And I was reading it and I was going through it, and I realized that I don't really know what exactly the tells are for GPT. There's like 2 really obvious ones. Okay, there's 2 really obvious ones. It's the double hyphen, and then it's not this, it's that. Like it's like threadguy wasn't just a crypto streamer, but he revolutionized finance or whatever. And you're like, okay, cool. Like GPT slop. Contrastive negotiation. Yeah, it's not this, it's that is one. And then the second one is the double hyphen. But outside of that, I don't really know how to explain what I'm reading. Damn, I wish I could fucking read the post. I had it. It was an Instagram story. It expired. I was going to read it to you. Never mind. But there's just like this like feeling that you get when you read it. And you're like, it's GPT. It doesn't write like humans don't write like that. Like nobody writes like this. And it does like the bullet points. Like, it's like he wasn't just a rock star. Like he changed the world. And it was like confident, like electric, loud, defined an era. It's like bullet point, bullet point, bullet point, bullet. It just like feels uncanny valley. Like it makes me uncomfortable to read it. Like it feels uncomfortable. I don't know how else to explain it. And I was trying to explain to my mom, and I was like, wow, this is really hard to read or really hard to explain. And unless you spend like an hour a day talking to the thing, there's no way you would know. Really. There's no way you would know because the average person is a horrific writer. The average IQ, what's the average IQ of a human? Like average IQ of a human. The average IQ of a human is exactly 100. Okay. You said 80. That means you might be. And so the writing ability of the average 100 IQ human is really bad. It's just like bad. Like it's not, it's like illegible. But somehow it sounds better than GPT. But it is a struggle. Like, I don't know. I remember like when I'm in high school, I can't send an email to my teacher, right? Like I don't know how to like write an email. Like it's like hard to do. To write an email to say you're going to like, you want to retake a test is hard. It's not an easy thing to do. It's like a difficult skill. And so GPT, you would assume, would just like automate that and make it easy for everyone. But then it's so easy to tell. Many people have lower than 100. I know I said the average. Obviously, many people have yeah. Many do. That's right. No, mine's 133. I think we decided. What did we decide my IQ was? What we did an IQ test. I took an IQ test on stream. It said I'm 130. We did this already. We've done this. It said I was 130. We decided I have 130 IQ. Yes. Yeah. That's mental level, dude. I know. I mean, how do you think we do this stream every day? Anyways, the point I'm trying to get across is even on you ask Claude for your IQ? Bro, I really have to do this shit again. Come on, man. You guys just like to waste time. Fuck. Reply only with a number. I'm live on stream. What is your best guess at my IQ? You guys just like to fucking waste time, man. My bad. Sorry, I was off by 5 points. What percentile is 125 IQ? Cool, 95th percentile. Whatever. Anyways, it rounds up. Technically it rounds down to 100, but it rounds up to 130. Anyways, what I was saying is even on a serious like I can imagine people would do it like at like, I don't know, like funeral, like at a wedding. Like, can you imagine someone saying their vows at a wedding? And it's like, you aren't just my wife, but you're my soulmate. And the whole audience is like, oh, in unison. It's pretty brutal, man. So I don't know, just worth thinking about. It's obviously happening. Nobody can write. Can you imagine? It's like funeral, like, he wasn't just a great parent. He was like, a pioneer of our community, and the whole audience, oh man, fuck. Everyone at the same time just like cringes. And so I don't know. I encourage bad writing if you have to make a decision between slop or not. Let's do a Trump clip and then let's start the stream. We got to get into markets. We got to get into YC. We got stuff to talk about. All right, let's go.
Yes, when all these buildings, plants, factories that we're talking about start opening up, all I know is I'd like to be the next president. Because I'm going to make somebody look very good. They're going to sit there and all this stuff is going to be opening and they're going to be saying what a genius they are. That happened with Biden. I got cuts in medicine prices that statutorily took 2 or 3 years. And I got these tremendous cuts, and then they sat there and said, oh, yeah. They didn't even know where they came from. but I got them, and this is going to be a much bigger example. You have all these plants that are going to be opening up over the next 2 years.
I'd like to be the next president, he says. Let me ask you this. What about Trump? One word. Yeah. So food for thought. Just something to consider as time goes on here. All right, let's start here. I want to go through this. I think this is fun for Friday. Y Combinator, YC, everyone's favorite accelerator, has just put out a new document that I think they do like a couple times a year, twice a year. And they call it Request for Startups. Okay. And they basically are telling people that we are looking, this isn't legit. Yeah, fuck you. They basically put out a document of what they are looking for in their next batch for startups that they want to invest in while crypto nuking. That's a sentence I've heard a lot. Oh God, I think it's gonna be an ugly open. By the way, I think it's gonna be an ugly open. But let's go through this for like 20 minutes. I think it's fun. Request for Startups. Request for Startups is our tradition of sharing ideas we'd like to see founders tackle. These represents just a fraction of what we fund. If one excites you, take it as a validation to dive in, but you don't need to work on these ideas to apply to YC. So basically, like what they put out is what is going to be the next startups. I don't know, that could fund it. There's like 10 of them. We might not go through all of them, but I want to just read a couple of them and see what we think. Maybe we can rank them. Okay, number 1. The primer. Each partner comes up with an idea. Okay, that's right. The primer. In Neil Stephenson's The Diamond Age, a young girl is given an interactive book called A Young Lady's Illustrated Primer. It looks like a tool for learning to read, but it's far more. It adapts to her completely, and through stories tuned to her life, it teaches her not just to read, but to think, to reason, and eventually to grapple with the hardest questions of ethics, meaning, and characters. Anyone read this? She returns to it day after day for years, and as she grows, it grows too, continually reshaping itself around who she is becoming and the life she is living. Guys, if you don't think people are going to be married to robots and AI in the future, you are completely mistaken. For the first time in history, something like the primer is starting to feel possible. The best education has always come from one-on-one tutoring. Aristotle taught Alexander, but that privilege has been reserved for a few. AI can bring it to every child, and great tutors do more than drill facts. Over the years, they learn a child's mind, and with it, to teach what can't be drilled at all: thinking, reasoning, even wisdom. Well, I think this begins as something a parent buys to help their child learn basic skills. It's also an entry point for greater ambitions. A company that gets it right could build towards something like that primer, and even a fraction of that vision would have a profound effect on society. If you're building this, we'd love to hear from you. It's so dystopian. It's actually a pretty good concept. Like targeted towards children, learn school, math, reading. It's kind of like OpenClaw, right? It's like a fine-tuned OpenClaw, I suppose. I would invest in it for coin on Solana. It's a pretty big idea, though. I can't lie. It's a pretty huge idea, undeniably. Kind of like a techno profit. It's so it's good. OpenClaw for kids. Yeah. Wait, what's it called? The primer. Oh, it's a movie. It's only an hour and 17 minutes, actually. Not bad. Okay, number 2. There's like 8. The Future of American Defense. Oh, it's a book. Got it. The Future of American Defense. Warfare is at an inflection point, and the old ways of army acquisition simply don't keep pace with modern threats. Modern combat demands commercially developed, modular, open system solutions, and that's why we ripped up the old acquisition book. We need hungry, innovative founders to build for the crucible of ground combat. The threats we face daily change daily, and the army must dominate everywhere, from the Arctic to the archipelago and to the space and subterranean environments. So here's our request for startups. We are actively funding low-cost interceptors or any combat that helps us lower the cost per kill. Jesus. We need next-gen sensors, software, payloads, and other hardware that plugs directly into our open system architecture. We need cutting-edge drones, resilient logistics, and advanced manufacturing. And we need it all to survive the most extreme climates on Earth. Bring your ideas and we'll give you the capital and the proving ground to scale. Cost per kill. Oh my God. What? Should I go? Is that like a... Oh. What is the U.S. military CPK? A weird Google. What do you think it is? 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 The U.S. military's overall cost per kill varies widely by conflict, ranging from... What do you think it is? Roughly 200,000 in the Vietnam War to millions or tens of millions of dollars per casualty in modern operations like Iraq or Afghanistan. Tens of millions per kill. What the fuck? What a business. Tens of millions for one person? Jeez. Okay. A cloud for small software. Using agents to build personal software to solve your own problems is a lot of fun. I like how we just move on to that. Now we're talking about software. This is small software. Purpose-built tools that will only ever have one or a small handful of users. I like this. Small software is useful for teams too. Every team does things differently, and there's unlimited demand for bespoke tools for running workflows, tracking important numbers, managing sprints, and sharing prototypes. Software like this is very easy to build, but still hard to deploy and share. Incumbent clouds like AWS were designed for shipping big software that scales with many users at the cost of complexity. A cloud designed for small software could delete most of this complexity and unlock a big set of new use cases that agents have only recently made possible. That's a really cool idea. We run a bunch of small software stuff at Counterparty. That's actually, yeah, we do. Like all like the clipping dashboards and like view metrics. That's actually sick. I like this. That's a good one. Oh, I love this one. Who's the Vine guy? Doff that just built this? Multiplayer AI. The best tools of the last 2 decades won by going multiplayer. Google Docs replaced Microsoft Word, Figma beat Photoshop. And they also turned solo tools into places where teams could do their best work together. But AI hasn't found its multiplayer moment yet. Agents are the most powerful new tool that a team has, but it's one thing people still use by themselves. That's because right now working with AI is largely single player. You open up a chat, type a prompt to get an answer. When you want to collaborate with your teammates and agents, the best you can do is send a link to a read-only transcript they can't touch. Got it. Agents are starting to run tasks that take hours, days, even weeks. Work at that scale was never meant to be done alone. It pulls in many people across a company. Anyone on a team should be able to drop into the same live agent session and watch it work, redirect it, and hand it off. The way we'd work with any other human team member. This is a sick idea. Fuck. If you're building AI that's multiplayer by default, we'd love to hear from you. That is an incredible idea. Okay, there's a couple more. Compute at sea. Artificial intelligence is running out of compute, and data centers are running out of electricity and land. Jack Dorsey might have just built this with Buzz. Demand for data centers is a lot. But new data centers can take years for approval and enough megawatts. It could still get killed by local government intervention. While communities increasingly oppose the land and the water is open. Oh, he means like sea data centers? We want to found funders that are bringing the world's compute to the ocean. Wow. Just, man, the oceans always get the bad end of the stick, huh? Just fuck the oceans. That's kind of interesting. I don't hate this. Okay, a couple more. AI-powered consumer products for 1 billion people. Yeah, you think? I would like to invest in this as well. Who owns the oceans, by the way? Who owns the ocean? Over the Pacific Ocean. No one. International waters. Wow. Every platform shifts Mint's consumer giant. The web gave us Google, Airbnb. Mobile gave us Instagram, DoorDash. AI is the biggest shift yet. But 3 years in, and the only new icon on your home screen is ChatGPT. So why do you think now is a great time to build AI consumer product? This is the worst one. I want to invest in an AI consumer product that has 1 billion users. It's like, yeah, me fucking too, Y Combinator. 30 miles offshore is the limit. AI for the aging population. By 2030, 1 in 5 Americans will be over 65. And there's nowhere near enough people to take care of everyone. The U.S. projected to have millions of unfilled caregiving jobs in the decade, and only 53 million family members are already doing this work unpaid. No technology is actually built for older people. Even Alexa and Google Home are frustrating for most seniors to use. Wow. AI for seniors. That's actually, yeah. ChatGPT would make the font really fucking big. ChatGPT, but the font is like 200. Okay, I don't hate that. New operating systems for the physical world. 80% of the global workforce doesn't sit at a desk. I fucking do. But the software of the physical world hasn't really changed in 20 years. In construction, maintenance, and fleet operations, the software basically does some combination of dispatching people, tracking them, managing assets, and billing the customer. There are now 3 types of workers. AI agents that can quote complex work and schedule teams, robots actually deployed in the field, and humans who increasingly use wearables to record everything they're doing. The opportunity here is a heck of a lot bigger than existing software. The incumbents charge for human coordination and visibility. The new operating systems will manage the robot and human labor together. And these industries spend 10 to 100x more on labor than software. I don't know. It's kind of boring. All right, last 2. This is crazy. These last 3 are crazy. 1, the best time to build in crypto. It's a dispiriting moment in crypto. Prices are down, hot narratives have fallen flat, and many builders are leaving. It sounds crazy, but at Y Combinator, we're more optimistic than ever. We've invested in more than 100 crypto startups, but we expect that number to go up a lot. Eventually, we expect every YC startup to use crypto rails from capital raising to payments, though most will probably never even know. Here's why we're bullish. Many YC-funded fintechs way outside crypto are building on crypto, like Deal and Gusto. I used to use Gusto. Regulatory clarity is finally here. Stablecoins are being adopted by every major financial institution. Tokenized stocks are transforming trading. Projects like Hyperliquid with a tiny team are making top stock exchanges squeamish about their edge. And it feels inevitable that agents are going to use crypto network as financial rails. We funded major crypto teams building in crypto like Stripe, Coinbase, and Axiom. They funded Axiom, by the way. Did you know that? One of the most successful startups ever is Axiom. They will never talk about it. It's a joke. They never talk about it. They funded fucking Axiom, one of the most successful startups of all time. They made $1 million a day every day for like their entire life. They never talk about it. Interesting. All right, last like 3. Data for the real world. This is crazy. It's CLED. AI has gotten remarkably good at learning from data. We now have superhuman models for code, language, and images, but for the physical world, we're still working with sparse data from remote sensors designed for humans, not AI. Insane. It's CLED. They want data from the real world. We're interested in more companies like Sorcerer building new ways to collect physical world data. YC throwback. Maybe we'll come back to the sweatshop video. Okay, so watch. Crypto, CLED, and then WorldCoin, proving you're human. Recently, a finance worker joined a video call with the CFO and several colleagues and wired out $25 million. Every other person on that call turned out to be a deepfake. What? Huh? This isn't science fiction anymore. Voice clones and fake video calls are getting cheap and ultra realistic, and fraud like this is exploding. The scary part is we don't have a good way to tell who's real anymore. Whoever builds this layer, we covered that? What was I? Where was I? Every bank and video call checks before it trusts anyone. If you're working on this, we'd love to hear from you. We cover that? It's literally WorldCoin. Can anyone apply to Y Combinator? Yes. Last two. AI native compliance infrastructure. We cover this? Financial compliance is stitched together with spreadsheets, siloed tools, and expensive headcount. Companies hire chief compliance officers and assemble stacks of point solutions just to understand what's happening under the hood. This is an AI native problem. Most compliance work is monitoring regulatory changes, flagging anomalies, generating reports, and keeping audit trails. These are tasks that AI can handle faster and cheaper than humans. Makes sense. This isn't like a super up my alley. And then the last one on the list, self-maintaining APIs. Tulip King, is this cool? Over the past year, I've worked with over 50 API vendors, mostly early stage startups. One pattern that's consistent: API communication is broken. Breaking changes ship with little warning. Useful features quietly launch and go unnoticed. Change logs don't get read. Heck, when I was working at AWS, over 30% of our service downtime was due to external API packaging changes going unnoticed. The infrastructure for automated code changes exists. What's missing is the application layer connecting API providers to their customers' code bases. API providers shouldn't just announce changes, they should apply them. It's pretty cool. And that is the Y Combinator request for startups fall 2026. Chat, you get any ideas? I have a ranking system. How does this work? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The best idea in the whole thing, I forgot how to use Miro. The best idea of the whole thing is multiplayer AI. How do you move it? Fuck, I don't know how to use I'm just gonna get janky with it. Multiplayer AI is the best idea in the whole list. Defense has to be 2, right? Defense has to be 2. Where's defense? I don't even oh, here it is. Defense has to be 2. Crypto has to be 3? No. They didn't even say anything on the crypto. Proof of human is 3. No, this is like one of the biggest problems in the world. I'm like scared about like my family getting deep faked. Proof of humanity has to be 3. I kind of like AI for old people. But self-maintaining cloud for small software, compute at sea is kind of cool. AI could, yeah, 1 billion AI users, cool. I like the primer thing. I think it's a huge idea. I wish I had OpenClaw on my phone. I think that's 4. Crypto is 5. Crypto is 5. It's really the best stream of finance. Thanks, brother. Crypto is 5, I think. All things considered. Billion users is 13. No creative. Give me a startup that has 1 billion users. All right, bro. 13. AI for old people is a monster, but I'm not that excited about it. Real world data is like doesn't affect my life at all. I like data centers at sea, by the way, because I'm sick of seeing people tweet about it. I like data centers at sea. I like AI for old people. I like a cloud for small software because we work on it at Counterparty. AI compliance. New system for the physical world. No, I'm just guessing low key. Do I gotta be like, fuck the ocean? Top on the ocean. Low key bottom on weaponizing the ocean. Self-maintaining APIs means nothing to me. And AI compliance. By the way, just because I'm going to sound cool when I say this, Counterparty is a venture arm, and if you are building multiplayer AI, the future of defense, if you're building proof of humanity, I want to invest. Dead ass. If you're building proof of humanity, I would like to invest. I would invest. If you're building proof of humanity, I would invest 100%. Multiplayer AI is the sickest idea ever, by the way. Claude code with the homies. It's like running solo squads, but with the homies. 2v2s in Claude code. Yeah, it's like Rust, but it's Claude code. Really good idea. But proof of humanity is, you know what? It's low-key going to go like this. It's low-key this. The defense thing, just like he wrote it cool. Cost per kill. He just like wrote it in a cool way. Proof of humanity is number 1. And there is a protocol that should win proof of humanity, but it won't because they fucking are useless and suck. Is this. It's like one of the biggest ideas in the world, bro. Whatever. It's sad. Anyways, that is YC request for startups. That was fun. I enjoyed that. We have market open though in 3 minutes. I got to get the fuck off stream. BRB, I'll be back in 30 seconds. When I'm back, we got the stock market open. We have a lot to cover today, guys. Strap in, get ready. Let's get it.
In they shit. Free keys, we the reason why your homie in the ditch. And I'm house coming home, we ain't never got a snitch. Choosing that's bout why you think she got hit. You a tender ass nigga, get too fussed by the bitch. In the yams little future told me 50 gon' be rich. Check the back of his Glock, nigga, you ain't gotta switch. I'm a real street nigga, throw this shit up on Twitch. I'll Rico a nigga, I ain't never gon' meet. Tryna have my feelings, but I might OD. Popping these purses while I'm sipping on lean. High as fuck, still can't go to sleep. All this money shit don't mean shit to me. Cause I'm missing Jeff and Z. Never wanna be a rapper, but I'm on tour with EST. Know these niggas hate Q50. I left they partner as deceased. Let these niggas have the internet. We really got the streets on, get into that. Climbing shit at 17, bitch, I been in third. I believe in real love, I ain't had it yet. Go, I ain't had it yet. A nigga this the game, then he got a check. Name a town Q50 ever duck right. Nice rapping ass nigga never put belt. Go, I just won't help.
All right. This is a scary thread. Please link me this one. Oh, wouldn't you like that, Elliot? Huh? This is gonna be a scary open. Let's do a complete 180. Now that we're caught up on today in startups. Also, if you're watching on YouTube or Twitter and you would like to chat, twitch.tv/threadguy. I never feel like we have enough time. What did you miss so much? I never feel like we have enough time, but we have what we have. Song, don't see. I'll play it Monday if you come back. How about that? All right. The stock market opens in 21 seconds. As always, stock market open is powered by Phantom. It's powered by Phantom because anything that you want to buy, any stock, any coin, if you want to sell your coin, you want to go to stable coins, if you want to trade perps on the coins, if you want to trade perps on the stocks, if you want a card, if you want a bank account, anything that you want to do that's related to the market, you can do it with Phantom Wallet. Everybody knows this. And on that note, the stock market is officially... Oh! I'm scared to look. I'm scared to look. The S&P 500 opens green. It opens green, up 0.03% on the SPX. The Dow is up 0.12. The NASDAQ 100, that is down 0.74. The Kospi, yesterday's session is disgusting. It was down 5.75 percentage points. The QQQ down 0.225. The SOX is down 1.67. The SOXOL is down 5.14. The IGV is green. Wild. DRAM down 5.11, 55.3, and it is getting destroyed. Unopened, and the mags are back for revenge after one of the worst days in recent history. Yesterday is up 0.33. The trade was short memory long Google. Was that really the trade? Maybe if you opened it today, not if you opened it yesterday. Bitcoin off a cliff, 64.2. Pump fun, not really feeling it. Shaw's 69. Silver up 0.4%. Solana 74. Yields are all down across the board. 2 years down 0.2. 10 years down 0.3. The 30 years down 0.04. That's nice. Gold 4,050. Zcash is under 500. Copper can never get to the level. And lighter is down 3. Hyperliquid, where are we? Hype 58. Oh, God, on hyperliquid. Oil, Brent oil, 92. It's down off the highs of 95. That is good to see. Crude oil is down 0.2. It's 90.33. That's on 2% today, excuse me. Wow, Lockheed Martin continues. It's now 577. It was up 12% yesterday, and that thing is fucking flying on Lockheed Martin. Look at this thing. It's up 20% in 2 days on Lockheed Martin. That tell you what, that's all about cost per kill. That's all about cost per kill. All right, let's just do it. Big AI. All right. Biggest gainer, Salesforce 2.8, Adobe 2.1, Oracle 1.6, Cloudflare 1, IBM 1, it's 208, Apple's up 1, RoboStrategy 0.5%, Microsoft green, that's up 0.5, BlackBerry 1%, Firefly Space Stock, that's up 0.5, ARM is up 1, Google is flat after its worst day in over 2 years. 2 years. Okay, Warren Buffett is down off the $10 billion investment that Berkshire made into Google's dilution at $350, $318. AMD up 1%. Meta is red again. Amazon red again. Chris Camillo, friend of the stream, friend of mine, made a tweet the other day. Also, if you're on YouTube, Twitter, whatever you want to chat, twitch.tv/threadguy. Still doesn't follow me, but he answers my DMs. He made a tweet yesterday, and he said he had an Amazon on leverage. If I'm wrong, I will pay for it, is what Chris Camillo said yesterday. Wild tweet. Snowflake flat. Netflix on 0.3. Intel. This is crazy because it's below its earnings beat. It was one. Luke, send me the Zoom. I gotta send the Bubble Boy right now. I cannot let him flake. Send me the Zoom. Went to 113. It's under 100 once again on Intel, which is not great. Shaw's 69.47. Tesla's 320. This is an ugly day. Nvidia 208 down 0.5. QCOM down 1. ASML down 1. Nokia down 2. Right after all of CT piled into Nokia. SpaceX 115. AOSL down 2.5. Bloom Energy down 3. Micron down 3. 961. Cerebras down 5. One of the worst charts in recent history after what they just pulled. Look at this. BART up, BART down, BART up, BART down. SanDisk is down 3. SK Hynix, the ADR is 163, and it is down 4%. God, crypto is disgusting. DRAM is $56. It is bouncing off the bottom. Our IRL thesis, AMC is green. I should have just bought IMAX. It's such a joke. It's such a joke. I should have just bought IMAX. All-time highs on IMAX. It's such a fucking joke on this trade. This one actually pissed me off. This one actually pissed me off. The IRL thesis. AMC is 233. StubHub, Green Day doesn't ever deserve it ever again. Sphere's up 2. Madison Square Garden, both of them are up 1. NeoClouds, SAS. Yeah. Oh my God, you're right. Nolan is giving IMAX so much. Wait. When did the Odyssey release? July 17th. No, I'm about to feel like such an idiot. Man. It's up 15% in straight line since the Odyssey released. I'm about to feel like an idiot. Second week at box office for the Odyssey. Wow. Dude, the Odyssey, IMAX is up 15% since the Odyssey released. IMAX stock is up 15%. That was a mega church trade. You're right. Nolan goes in every interview and he's like, watch it in IMAX, watch it in IMAX, 70 millimeter, watch it in IMAX, watch it in IMAX, watch it in IMAX. What a trade. Have you seen it yet? No. I was going to take this girl and then I was like, I don't think she's worthy of IMAX. So I haven't seen it. That's crazy. What a trade. Why didn't you buy IMAX with AMC? Honestly, because I was being an idiot. All right, SAS, NeoClouds, everything else. Figma up 5. IGV is green. That's scary. Zaid is up 1.5. DraftKings up 2. Shopify is up 1. Snap is up 1. Lulu's up 1. Uber is up 0.2. Reddit is up 0.6. 1.6. Excuse me. I remember you saying you were going to sell after Odyssey release. I was. They diluted the stock. Look what they did to AMC. Look what they did to it. I entered right here. And then it goes up 55%. Then they dilute it. It comes down in a straight line. And then now it's doing pretty good because it's had its best quarter in 106 years of existence. Its best quarter in 106 years of existence. And it's barely over where I bought it because they diluted the ever-loving hell out of the stock. Chat, who was here seeing the Odyssey? Who went and saw it? They make it sound like it's a crime to not watch it in IMAX. Is it insane? No spoilers, please. Please, no spoilers. Wow, a lot of people here saw it. Do we have to watch it? Yeah, we do. We do. Not the best Nolan movie. The best Nolan movie is probably I heard Sean Avery, former NHL players in it. Best Nolan movie is definitely Inception. I'm sorry. All right. Where we're at the NeoClouds. DoorDash is up 1. Reddit is flat. eBay's red. MSTR 92. Bring earplugs. Really? Interstellar. Yeah, I forgot about Interstellar. Coinbase is down 3. Nebius down 6. Anson makes 2 M a month on X subs. What are you talking about? What are you saying? What are you saying? Where? $200 a month? 200 times 818. $163,000 a month? Wait, should we subscribe right now and just like leak whatever's on there? Just subscribe right now. Do I have a card in here? Fuck, it sent to a wrong phone number. Wait, should I subscribe right now? Malcolm, is there like a company phone number? It doesn't want my phone. I almost just leaked my phone number. That would have been kind of annoying. Not that anybody really cares. Is there a company phone number? Because it's like acting like it's going to some weird phone number that I don't have access to. I don't know what phone number it is. Chat, would you subscribe to me for $200 a month or no? How many people would subscribe? Yes or no? Chat, be honest. Don't lie. Would you subscribe to me for 200? Ain't nobody calling your ass. 200 yen? Wouldn't you subscribe for 20? 200 CLED tokens. It's like $1. I don't even have a Twitch sub. We get you for free, dog. Dude, all right. What about for 20? What if I posted entries and exits for 20? Like I'm on there posting like CAs and shit. I'm posting CAs. I'm posting CAs for 20. I do 20. Bro, your wallet is doxed. Wow. You know I have subs turned on, by the way. No one subscribes to me. I have it turned on for $1 right now. I have subs on right now. I'll show you unblock my Twitter. Tell me why you're blocked. Tell me why you're blocked right now and I'll do it. Tell me why you're blocked. Send me the tweet that got you blocked. I made a shit post. It sucked. Send me the tweet that got you blocked and I will. Wait, is this real? He's 12K followers. I'm fucking follower mogging Jensen. 12K? How do you just sign up for Twitter in 2026? All right. Posters run the world. I know. I don't even have. I don't even need to do it anymore. It's like the founder of the most valuable company in the world makes a Twitter account to tweet because you have to post. Mark Zuckerberg owns Threads and announces Muse 1.1, 4.1 or whatever 1.1 on Twitter. I don't have it in me to do the clip. I don't know what the clip is, dude. I don't have it. I don't have it right now. I don't have the clip in me. I'm sorry. I don't have it. I don't have the clip. I just don't. I am the truth, but I don't have the clip. Let me read it first. All right, let's read it. No one doing it like me is right, bro. Who doing it like me with a purple and a blue? Nobody. It's called indigo. All right. Maybe if I like open image and new tab. There we go. All right. In the 1980s, early open source software pioneers challenged the prevailing belief that software would advance only if companies kept tight control over. Bro's vibe completely going after Ansem subs. Bro, $163,000 a month. How much is like an entry Huracan? Man. 208 bands. Bro, I'm about to text him. You're making 168 bands a month? My God. What do you think Kevin Zhu is making, bro? What is Kevin Zhu making? No, I'm about to crash out. $200 a month. Give me a fucking break. What? Why doesn't it say how many he has? He hides it. And nobody really care. All right. Anyways. In the 1980s, early open source, imagine you're paying Ansem 20 a month and he ups that thing and you get charged for 200 and you're like, what just happened? And you're like expecting like an OF flick. It doesn't come. The movement pushed for a transparent ecosystem where developers around the world could study, modify, and improve software. Software developed by open source community now supports most of the internet and underlies systems that used by the world's largest technology companies, as well as U.S. military and federal agencies conducting scientific research, cybersecurity, and other critical missions. Open source did more than lower the cost of software. It created a shared foundation of knowledge on which generations of American engineers and entrepreneurs built their institutional sovereignty. It's good. It's good first paragraph, man. The United States now faces a similar choice with artificial intelligence. Our AI leadership will be judged not just by one frontier AI model, but by whether the United States built a strong, open ecosystem that diffuses into every sector. This is essential for creating opportunities for innovation and prosperity across the country. It requires expanding access to AI, encouraging competition, robust application layers, and giving Americans greater control over the technology they rely on. Open weight models, AI models that anyone can download, inspect, modify, and run on their own infrastructure are an important part of that foundation because they make advanced AI more accessible, adaptable, and widely available. Open weights expand access to the AI economy. Startups, established businesses, universities, and public institutions can build on advanced models without training one from scratch or paying frontier model prices for every task. Open weights let every organization match the right model to the right job at the right cost, reserving frontier scale capability for genuine frontier problems and running efficient, specialized models everywhere else. That discipline is what will make AI economically sustainable as its use cases scales into the billions of everyday tasks. America wins the AI era by diffusing it into the workflows of factories, hospitals, farms, classrooms, and Main Street businesses. Open weights also strengthen competition, and competition is what keeps the gains of AI broadly shared rather than concentrated in a few hands. I'm not going to read the whole thing. I think we get the point. It's a good post. It's crazy. Like in the lobby for... It's just like in the vertical of lobbying, especially in tech and finance, and trying to get what you want through, you do it on Twitter. It's like Trump admin won't listen, AI labs won't listen. Fuck it. CEO of the richest company in the world makes a Twitter account and lobbies on Twitter. That's the game. Lobby on Twitter. Go lobby on Twitter, get all the streamers to react to it, get the biggest accounts to post about it, get the researchers to comment on it. Lobby on Twitter, do it in public in the proverbial town hall, and it's undeniable. CEO of the richest company in the world chose right now, 2026, to make an X account and to basically post his open letter as to why open source AI should be allowed in the US, because Twitter is the proverbial town hall for everything that matters in the world. Okay, how was that? That was a good clip, right? I mean, undeniably, right? That was a good clip. What's good, Darren? Darren Sharper. That was a good clip. Nice. I also mean it. It's crazy. I mean it. It's wild. It's also really good for Nvidia if Jensen in open source models are legal. Like they need it. Like, yeah, it feels desperate. They need it though. Like this is like really important. What's the playoff Jensen show? Long Nebius? No, I don't think there's any. Maybe Zipu? Probably not though. I would say no. No. Nothing. Why did it pump yesterday? No, nothing. You could maybe convince yourself to long open source on something of substance, but I don't think him saying give us open source, like he's been saying, this isn't like a new comms. He's just going harder now. Baba, no, nothing. Okay, Nebi's getting crushed. 202. DNAP, what's going on? Trivia, how many packs of ramen noodles are consumed globally per year? Per year? Let me think about it. 7 billion people. $2.5. Do you know the number? Hold on, let me go like this. 2.5 billion times 365. I think it's like no, I think it's way higher. I think it's like, let me fuck with this. I think it's probably like No, I'm just doing math. I'm doing math. I think it's probably like how many like individual ramen noodle like packs? Like how many is that the question? Individual ramen noodle packs? Like how many like ramen noodle meals? Not like pallets, but like individual like 50 cents like pack. Dollar like cup of noodles counts. I'm gonna go 500 billion a year. 500 billion. 500 billion. Of all brands. All brands. All brands, every brand, everything. 500 billion. Yes or no? I think 500 billion. Is that right? No, I think it's right. 250 billion. Ah, man. I really critically think. Talking about Malcolm's like 25 billion. Yeah, I critically think. My math on this was there's 7.5 billion people. It's the cheapest meal. There's 3 meals in a day. You said 25 billion. I said 250. What do you mean? I beat you by 25 billion. I beat you by like 50. I beat you by a massive amount. You said 500. Yeah. My thought process was there's 7 billion people and some change on Earth. Ramen noodles is the cheapest, like what could be considered a meal. People eat 3 meals a day in theory. And there's, I said 1.5 billion of those people are eating a ramen noodle every day times 365. And you think my IQ isn't high as a joke. You think my IQ isn't high is an absolute joke. Where are we at? Bitcoin 64. Ugly. Lighter $2. Pump Fun is like holding on. Rice and beans got to be cheaper. How much for the average ramen noodle pack? 40 cents. Leading public ramen noodle company. Nissan Food Holdings. Just got liquidated on what? Oh, that doesn't look great. Like my steak medium, my ramen raw. I used to do ramen, like just put the seasoning on it, eat it raw. Pump 1825. Soul 74 is so gross. You know what's crazy is I had that so long. You remember my Soul? Ramen noodles, the meme coin of the food industry. Tastes good, little nutritional value, cheap. Yeah, that's insightful. Yeah. I mean, yeah. I remember I had this so long at $81 when Bitcoin was like 61K or whatnot. And Bitcoin ran up like 4K, up like 10%, and you never even got Soul. I mean, that was the top, and it hasn't come close to that since. All right, where are we at? Are we getting crushed? Cerebus is under 200. Trump Taco, did he just? Let me send this thing to Bubble Boy right now. I'm afraid. Hold on, chat. Let me send it to him right now. For noon today. Okay, I sent it. I know. I'm scared of a cancel. Cerebus under 200 is disgusting. SanDisk is down. Oh my god, what's DRAM? Oh boy, there it goes. I told you, DNAP, short this fucking thing. We're losing the Gavin Baker level. That is a problem. Okay, I'm gonna show you something on the chart right now. All right, watch. I want to read that. Gavin Baker. Okay, watch. Also have Jensen on X. Here. So it's basically, let's move this level. This is like the line, I think. Was that the tweet? I thought it was low. I thought it was on the other side. He made this tweet. Am I? Yeah, okay. I guess. It went lower. It bottomed later on that trading day. Are you sure? This is a 2-hour chart. Well, this is the line, I think. 52. Under that, it gets scary. Mags are like holding on for dear life. Sox was down 10%. Guys, ugly. The Bitcoin relative strength thing doesn't have much merit here. Cerebus 196. Oh my god. Paul nowhere in the 2-hour. Look at this candle. Cerebus has had a rough. Look at the daily in Cerebus. Look at the 3 daily. The 3-day in Cerebus is nasty. What are yields at? Let's see. I don't think they're bad. They're red. That's what makes it even worse. They're all red. 2 years down 0.4. 10-year down 0.5. 30's down 0.2. Disgusting. Dude, Tesla down bad too. First message. What's the dollar at? Flat. Welcome to the stream, Johnny Rocks. Wish it was on a better note. Wow, Intel. Oh, I'm scared for Bubble Boy. What he's gonna say. Is he gonna cancel? Don't cancel. He said he would only do it if Intel beat. They technically did beat. SpaceX 113. I took a knife stab at this thing at like 133. AMD down 3, Broadcom down 3, Robo down 3, Nvidia down 1.2. I wonder if that letter will pump it. Amazon red. Google's up 1.5. All right, here's Gavin Baker's SpaceX bull case. You're right. Let's watch it. Here's his bull case for SpaceX. Bro got so tan.
And then that comes down to how many gigawatts of power can they add, and the estimate. That comes down to how many gigawatts of power can they add, and the estimates on the screen might be really wrong. And then what happens? Grok 4.5 is a 1.5 trillion parameter model. They're training a 2 trillion parameter model right now. I think the Cursor acquisition for $60 billion is looking very smart. That was doing $3 billion in ARR when they bought it. I think it's probably materially higher.
All county. Savannah James.
So I think there's a lot of variables. They have to execute on a lot of things. We'll see how this 2 trillion model comes out, and after that, they'll probably be a 6 trillion and then maybe a 10 trillion. And we'll see how those training runs go, and we'll see how those models benchmark when they come out. But if they are able
the tan is unreal, I can't even focus.
To bring on a lot of power and sell that to other AI players at very high rates, and they are also able to bring on enough power where they can also serve their own models at a very low cost.
Holy skin damage. It's like you guys are afraid of the sun. I know, just say like trillion's too small.
Monetize a gigawatt of installed power at a meaningful premium to anyone else. They bring on those gigawatts of power faster and cheaper than anyone else, so they make the most profit per gig. And like, let's just say they bring
the fact that they have the since IPO tick red thing is nuts.
On 3 gigs next year at their kind of announced monetization rates. That's $150 billion of revenue that's not in the model. And bringing on gigawatts of power, it's really hard. They've proven they're good at it. We'll see what they can do. But like I looked at the consensus, it was 73 billion. And that embeds very little for incremental terrestrial gigawatts that they bring on and monetize. Big variable that maybe.
Wow. Well, I mean, he's obviously bullish. They have massive bags, though. Like you tell me, like, oh, fuck, was it Base 16Z maybe that was tweeting about this? Wait. What's good, DJ? Wait. Let me see if I can find this tweet. It was a really good one. Oh, he's locked out of Telegram, by the way, Malcolm. That's why he didn't answer us. Wait, 165 streak is nuts. Okay, I guess I can't find it, but there was this tweet talking about how, oh, fuck, it's such a good tweet about Elon. There's a bear post about Elon. Yes, this is the tweet. Elon is literally tweeting that his companies trading at 200x earnings will be worth, quote, more than Earth, and people are like, yeah, I think this is a good place to step in. It's like crypto native. Let me bookmark that. Crypto natives understand this well. Everything's so ridiculously valued, and then he's on Twitter and he's like, I don't think you understand, like, more than Earth. I said more than Earth. I said richer than Earth, worth more than Earth. And it doesn't work on the stock price. And then you start to think yourself like, ooh, okay. So what now? What now? There will be a day to step in, and it's not now. Bitcoin back above 64. Thank you. I said SpaceX will be more than Earth if we achieve our goals. Obviously true. Cordy, how much would the mascot of said company be worth then? Yeah. It's like, is that the place you step in at 300x earnings on SpaceX? I don't know. I think you just got to like let it go, kind of. Matt, wow, DRAM 2. Horrid, my friends. Horrid. Horrid. Well, let me see if Bubble Boy answered me. Because if he does, we're gonna be getting yeah, we can move it. Yes. Oh gee, what time? He's moving. He wants to move it back. That's fine. That's fine. We're doing 2 streams today, chat. I'm absolutely dialed. All right, let's I want to watch a couple Ansem clips though from yesterday. A couple Ansem clips when bull market and whatnot. Let's watch a couple Ansem clips. They had a sick episode yesterday. They had Brian Armstrong on. They also finessed me a Brian Armstrong interview, which is awesome. I'm excited about that. So we'll see what ends up happening with that. But let's watch a couple crypto clips in the meantime.
Market, bro. I'm gonna say 3 to 6 months. So I think the bottom is already in for crypto, but I think the bull market is actually gonna start and like it be agreed upon that it's starting in 3 to 6 months. And the reason I say that,
I like that agreed upon, by the way,
that is because it usually takes a little bit of time for these bottoms to form. Even if we already saw the peak capitulation and fear.
I don't know yet, Malcolm.
I think around sailor selling, that was the peak bottom. I think the lows are already in, but we're gonna have like a choppy period where prices like sideways. And still ranging. And during that period is when I think is going to be the best time to position before the like rest of the population actually agrees that we're in a bull market. But I think during this time period is where you're going to find the best opportunities to position in like early stage projects. You're going to get great discounts on coins, which we have right now. And yeah, generally that's how I'm thinking about it.
I think if everyone agrees upon the same time for it to start, why would it be that obvious? Yeah, it makes I hear you. I kind of think he means like figuratively agree as in like we're all just like slamming shit and like we're back. And then it's like this is a bull market. It's like yeah, no, there's definitely not agreement right now.
3 to 6 months is when it's gonna be like, oh, now we're in a bull market for crypto. And the reason I say that is like if I'm right and the bottom is in now, there's a lot of people who are waiting to buy in Q4, right? Like a lot of the crypto native people betting on the
I hope that this is true.
4-year cycle, they think we're going to bottom in Q4. If we get the Q4 and we haven't put in new lows that we beneath the lows that we currently have, those people who aren't allocated yet are going to start allocating. I think that's going to add momentum to the upside, especially if we're already trending.
What is this? How we got banned from Uber is so funny. Okay, there's a couple more. This is just not how I trade though. On like calling bottoms, like a
market right now. Yeah, Rhino's a great trader. I think honestly one of the best traders on CT. But there's a lot of great traders who wait for price to confirm momentum, and you haven't seen that momentum shift happen yet on any of the majors. Like you're predicting the bottom is in before it's clear that the bottom is in is what I've been doing. But I think if you see Solana back over like 100. If you see Bitcoin back over like 80K, then I think a lot of those traders who are like saying we're not going to start a bull market.
80K would be fucking nuts. Here's like one more clip, I think. I wanted to watch. Let me see. Oh, this is good.
My worst trade of all time was my worst trade of all time. My worst trade of all time was this Luna short that I took in like late 2021. Was it late 2021? Yeah, it was late 2021. I like already
Jewel was pretty bad too, but I think he was up. I think he's round tripped.
like sold most of everything except for DeFi Kingdoms, DFK and Jewel. I just went on like up only with Kobe because 2021. I like already like sold most of everything except for DeFi Kingdoms, DFK and Jewel. I just went on like up only with Kobe because
What's good, Kevin?
Come on. And then Luna is like ripping hard as fuck. And I'm like, bro, the entire market is top. I don't think anything else is gonna go higher. I'm gonna take this short. And I shorted it like while I was fucked up, like late at night. Just shorted like a lot. And then I went to sleep and I woke up. I was down just like way too much money.
Honestly, brother, probably for the best. Because if you woke up and you hit a fucking crazy lick, you'd be on some like, oh, I gotta get drunk. Like I play better when I'm drunk type shit. You ever hear?
I had a homie that did this, by the way. I play better when I'm drunk. It's actually a really good story. I don't know if I could tell. I don't want to like out him though. You know how the I play better when I'm drunk thing ends though? Is you were hammered before a game. I don't really want to tell. I don't want to tell the story. Maybe one day I will, like, on a small stream.
You hear the guy at the fucking bar like, I need to get drunk before I play pool. I play better when I'm drunk. That's retarded.
I had a homie that was one of these. Oh my god, the last game I did with bro was hammed. Before. It's a crazy story.
Heard it, obviously.
Yeah, it's for a different time. Let me see if there's anything else I like. Oh, this is a good one too. I want to watch this. I missed this interview.
And Ansem, thanks for chatting with me over that weekend. That was funny. I remember you asked me like, do you understand what you did when you just posted that? And I was like, maybe. I'm not. Tell me what did I just do?
Yeah.
Interesting.
No, appreciate you, bro. This is good. I think people are gonna love hearing from you more for sure.
Let me see if there's anything else.
On like integrating.
This is all right. One more clip. It's a good one.
Base into the Coinbase native app and like the Coinbase. I think that Coinbase has done a
yes. What do you think Base could do better?
Great job on like integrating Base into the Coinbase native app and like the Coinbase wallet. I think it's really cool. Some of the features that you guys have, like being able to do things on chain without having to force people to go create a wallet and save their seed phrase, doing all these XYZ things, kind of just under the hood. I think that's really powerful for people. And like also you've spoken a little bit about in the past, like Morpho, like I think Jesse spoke about it last episode. But all these different like crypto native applications, being able to access them directly in Coinbase, I think is really cool. As far as like what you guys can do better, I think like sometimes people feel that Coinbase kind of picks and chooses like which products they want to highlight, which products they want to focus on the most. And sometimes the market is not reflecting that that's what you guys should be focusing on. And I think when some of those products that you are focusing on don't end up doing all that well, people are like, well,
it's like market picks winners and then they pick different winners and then they force their other winners in. And then the market picked winners also lose and everybody loses.
Feels like because we spent our time building on Base and we did all these things, we directed all of our energy towards this. And we felt like we didn't get as much like, I guess, eyes or whatever, or support or from like the top of command. And so I would say that's like the biggest thing. I know it's difficult with like the listings around certain coins and things like that, but that's also a huge one for teams, especially when there's like other exchanges that may have been like quicker on the ball with listing things. I think that's like especially where the comparisons are made. And then just like having people on the team who are like closer to the trenches and like closer to trading. I think Kobe obviously was like a great hire, like one of the best hires that you guys could have made and like acquired. But that's because Kobe knows really well all of crypto culture. He knows extremely well what all the nuances, like all the soft stuff, like it's in between the lines, things that you need to read and kind of understand. Kobe's really good at that. And I think having people like him and more like the younger cohort of people who know what's going on chain and like know what L2s should be focusing on, or like what people are interested in trading is big. And I know you guys talk to people to get more information there all the time. So
I would say this, yeah, Brian is the truth. Obviously, he's done so much for crypto. Like he objectively has. But yeah, we also forget, like, I've been saying this for a long time. The entire world wants your like finance native education, that you understand like shilling and soft shilling and like how the game works and how to play and how to do this and how to do that and how to navigate Twitter, how to understand what's going on. Like everybody wants to know what you know. And you can't buy it. You cannot buy it. Beautiful. Sounds good. All right, I'm gonna do Bubble Boy interview at 1. Y'all good for that? 1 p.m. It's gonna be, I think, a really good. It's actually, I'm hyped that we got him today because the market is kind of in peril. Is that a good word? Perspectives where edge sits in. It's a good one. User is male, so we're going down more. Yeah, Bubble Boy at 1 p.m. I think it's gonna be a really good one because he's maybe like one of the most tapped in of the Twitter traders, I think, I would say. It said it was $20 a month. Yeah, we uncovered that. What's Intel at, bro? Oh man. Yeah, pretty ugly. Pretty ugly. Major escalation in Iran this weekend in Iran, very likely. Feels that way, right? I mean, it's like prediction market. Poly market basically says there's like a 70. If you like went backwards in this, ceasefire continues through, like we're saying like 22% chance they strike on the 25th. 30th they strike by the 26th, 55 by the 31st. The odds in this are nuts. The odds in this are nuts. 45% chance they strike by July 31st to break the ceasefire. Those are crazy fucking odds, man. We could just watch Stock Slop, but I'm like not that interested in Stock Slop right now. I just want to stare at this. Nothing like some good Mario in a Fall content. 1 second stream, 1 p.m., 1 p.m., 1 p.m. EST. An immense wave of American airlifts into the Middle East is underway, and the pattern points to possible escalations. Imagine everything else assembling. Special operation forces deployed from U.S. bases. B-1 bombers on alert in Britain. F-16s from Germany. And F-35s from England. Refueling aircraft. Massing in Israel. Wow. Yo, Malcolm, you want to get breakfast? Did I see the ETH NFT gotcha thing? Yes, I did. Dex. I actually have a decent amount of this coin. I haven't bought that much stuff on chain recently. Let's go right now, Malcolm. I haven't bought that much stuff on chain recently, but I bought this thing because I think it's interesting. I think it's very interesting. But all right, here's the plan, guys. That's market open. That's Y Combinator. That's Unitary Robots. That's Jimothy. That's FWA. That's AI Writing. That's SpaceX. That's Tesla. That is some Polymarket stuff. That's the Netflix video. That's DRAM, mags, everything in between. That's market open. I have a second stream today. Fastest move through topics today. Nice work. You know what I'm starting to enjoy, by the way? I'm liking how we're like doing a segment again a day. Like, okay, fuck a YC segment. Yesterday was like Philip Morris. I'm liking this bringing some segments back. The two things I feel like we should bring back that we got away from a little bit, a little more segments, like a little more structure on some of these segments, and the good guests, which we have both of today. I learned a lot today. Great show. Keeping up with the times. Love random shit. I love the random shit segments. You like the little like YC, like that's a segment. Fuck it. Philip Morris. Fuck it. Divorce, cigarettes, and fake boobs in IRL are trending. It's a decent stack. That's a decent stack. It is. It's a decent stack. I don't know what to tell you. It's a good stack. Chat, what's my IQ? Also. Oh, ask me one more question. Go. Ask it, Houdini. Outro with this. Ask it. Don't ask me how many windows there are in New York City. I've already done this a million times. Ask me the question. I binked ramen noodles. So good. Wait. Let me do this. I'll do this as an outro. Someone just who is the Jayhawks manager 2000? Fuck. What percentage of Coca-Cola sales come from restaurants versus direct? Is this conducive of the times that we are in? Or no? Is this conducive of the fact that everybody does Uber Eats? Like, is this like for 2026 or what year is this for? What year is this for? 2025 full year. Huh. That's actually a really interesting question. Problem is it's more of a guess, I feel like, than no, let me answer. It's more of a guess. Like at least there was like a mental math on ramen noodles, and Coca-Cola is like it's like a complete just like sham guess. Let me really think about it though. It's like all right, like think about this. Like the thing you have to really factor in is there's like a subset of people that are like a Coke a day. And I got suit shorts on. My shirt's not tucked, but it's a Friday. It's a Friday. You know, I wore these out the other day at the club and they made me go home and fucking change. It was insane. They made me change. It was ridiculous. You know what the thing about it is? Like, I don't know, restaurant versus like there's a bunch of people that do a Coke a day, but they only go to a restaurant like once a week. And so, say if you do a Coke a day for 7 days a week, you go to a restaurant once a week, max. It's expensive. You could maybe do 10%. But then there's probably a cohort of people that only does Coke at restaurants. Probably a decent percentage of people. Like, what percentage of people only do soda at restaurants and they go once a week? It's probably like non-zero. So it's like 10%-ish, a little bit more, like 13, 15. And you had like another. I'm gonna say 22%. 22% is restaurant. Is my number. 22% restaurant is my number. %. 22. I said 22. What is it? What's the No way. What a dumbass question. There's no way that's true. What? How? Yeah, you're fucking wrong. Yeah, you're wrong. And I was really close. It's 30%. I said 22. You're fucking wrong. You're wrong, dude. Obviously you're wrong. If it's like Sprite and shit, yeah, no, you're wrong. Of course. Okay. I have 2 example questions. One is how many ramen noodle how many packs, like individual packs of ramen noodles are consumed globally every year? $123 billion. So you're wrong about both. He's just like making shit up. Dude, who is he getting these questions? He got these questions from fucking Forbes. Investment banking Forbes is where he got these questions from. All right, hold on. I have 2 example questions. 1, how many ramen noodles get eaten? No, I'm not, you clown. Globally every year. And the second is what percent of Coke is consumed in restaurants versus grocery? Give me a third one, and if it's that dumbass Windows and NYC question, I'm asking Fable. All right, let's go. How many individual USB-C cables are manufactured globally every year? That is it. Because I also got to account. Hold on. Tough question because I have to account for like over consumption. Are you sure that is the best way to deduct this question? I don't like love that question. I think it's actually a good question because it forces you to think about replacement demand. That's what makes it interesting. Okay. How many USB cables are manufactured every year? USB-C, only USB-C. Oh wait, let me clarify. Clarify. Fuck. This is actually a tough question. All right, let me think about it. All right, let's go like 6 billion people. If everybody's a phone. Everybody has 2. But then some people have more than 2. But then some people are like kids and have none. It's like, but then do you need a new one every year? How often do you need new ones? Excessively, how many devices? What if your computer doesn't have a USB-C? Like, then fuck me, right? Like, does a Chromebook have a USB-C? And like, I don't need a new one every year, but I buy a new one every year. It's like different. It's not the same thing. 6 billion, give or take. AirPods, phone, computer, call it like 2.5. person. 6 billion times 2.5, and then with overconsumption, you probably have like double, I would imagine. 6 billion times like 4, but then not everyone needs a new one every year, and so maybe you like knock it down. 6 billion. All right, I got a number. I have a number. 6 billion times 3.5. 21 billion is my answer. That's my answer. 21 billion. Bro, you gave me a 100% range. A 100% range. I said 21 billion. It said 18 to 24. That means I'm the median. I'm the median. I'm the smack daddy median. Bro, I'm good at this. I'm good at these games. The smack daddy median. Bro, because think this is my math. Okay, you want to know my math? I'll tell you my math. I can't look at the chat because you guys make me laugh. This is my math. Okay, my math is there's like 7 and some change billion people in the world, but then like quite a few of them are toddlers that have no products that use a USB-C. So I called it like 6 billion. Okay. Then I deducted that most people have 3 devices, like phone, laptop, AirPods, that requires a USB-C, but then not everyone has 3 of them. So let's use like 2.5. Okay, so I have 6 billion times 2.5, and then I'm thinking about oversupply, and so I'm thinking oversupply is probably double. So I got 6 billion times 4, but then I realized that not everyone's buying a new one every year, and not everyone has 3 devices, and so I knocked down a 0.5. And so I got to 6 billion times 3.5. And I also took into account that I have like 14 in my house. The answer is 21 billion. Someone at YouTube said 250 billion, dude. Fuck. 250 billion USB-Cs every day. We could fucking get to Mars with that. You could like weave USB-Cs to get to Mars. 250 billion? Fuck. Dude. Wow. Should we do one more? No, Malcolm, let's get breakfast. Let's get breakfast. All right, fine, one more. Okay. Find a question that has a more exact answer. All right, last one. Shipping containers, no. Commercial airline passengers flew globally last year. Credit cards in circulation. I like commercial airline passengers flew globally last year. Yeah, okay. Fuck, that is like such a brutal question. How do you even like approach a question like this? How many commercial airline passengers flew globally last year? I'm fried. I don't have it. Nah. I'll see you at 1 p.m. Peace. Bubble Boy stream, 1 p.m. I'm out. Peace.